Am I not online anymore? Or is Xbox Live having issues? Am I live again? Wait, what did you do? Why do you hate me? Alright, I'm live again, I think. I don't know where it ended at. Where did it end at? Let me check real quick. Advertisement, of course. I don't know, like, did I get to this part, maybe? I think I did. Area of advertisement. I don't need this. The Twitch having issues. Let me check. It ended at... Okay. So it was not that far off. I didn't do anything. I placed 3 of these Jones. See exactly where it ended. Alright, showed the map. Alright. And it crashed or whatever. Okay. But I am back. I am good. Okay. So I placed this one here, and they're there till 10:40, apparently. Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he wait. Mara and Hamish had a conversation with Miss White at 10 o'clock. Miss White was in the laboratory until 10:40, when she saw Hamish and Albert in the water lily greenhouse and joined them there. So 10:40. Where she goes. Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he observed that Montague Dunn was unwell, which was at around 10:30. I don't know how long I talked over for. Gonna say like 10 minutes. What is this? He is poisoned. At 10:30. Albert was in the seed house the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning from visiting Miss White. 10 minutes past 10. So that's right. Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he observed Montague Dunn was unwell. About 10:30. 10:30 for this. I missed. I'm great. What is this? So I'm returning at about, like, yeah, 10:10, right? Albert was in the seed house the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning from visiting Miss White. Just past 10. Yeah. Miss White. When was she in the dry topics room? Or tropics room? And what's this? The seed house. Martin, Hamish, and Montague went to meet Albert in the seed house at around 9:30. 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Montague Dune went out of the backyard. I must be stupid or something. 10 minutes, Dune recommended his inspection and entered the dry topics room. It was around 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Montague Dune went out to the backyard. Yes. After 10 minutes, to 9:50, Dune recommended his inspection and entered the dry topics. Alright. There we go. No. No. Oh, yeah, that's right. It goes there. Now, return to the seed house. Martin Hamish returned to the seed house. Oh, we returned at 9:50. Alright. That should be everything. Play events. He's fallen ill, got him. Okay.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time.
It was Miss White, I guarantee it.
Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Alright. Albert's timeline, White's timeline, or... Okay. What else? White's to Hamish. What situation? Miss White had 20 minutes. It would have been enough time to trap Montague Dunn. She could have locked the door and alerted Martin Hamish to activate the ventilation system. Martin Hamish and Miss White are not accomplices. Yes, they are. It's unlikely. Yeah, they are. Alright. And Albert is not involved. Martin, Hamish, and Albert are not accomplices. It is unlikely that Albert would have had the opportunity, and 10 minutes would have not been enough to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. It would have been, but I mean, he didn't do it, so... White is the accomplice. Guaranteed. Condemn Miss White. Miss White is a dangerous woman, very capable of carrying out an elaborate murder for monetary gain. She flirted with Dunn's son, Albert, and later pushed Martin Hamish to a suicide. She deserves a rope. Miss White is a desperate woman in debt, resigned to consorting with wealthy gentlemen. When Dunn cast her aside, she killed him in desperation. Hamish tried to save her. She deserves a second chance. A, of course. Yeah. She donezo. She is donezo. Put her in the brig.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
Come on, Watson. What are you doing?
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her.
Oh, God.
Quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You can say it was Albert.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No, stop!
What am I doing here?
beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Why am I coming closer?
Remain calm.
Just stay still.
I can help you.
Not one step further. Don't
Oh.
try to stop me.
Knocking her back.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Yeah, Watson. Yeah, Watson. My boy Watson over here.
Well done, Watson. She was not faking.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson? Did you just save me? Or worse?
That was correct. There we go. It's a decision. Yes. Justice Seeker. Final case, boys. Final case. A half-moon walk. Oh, A button. Every time.
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson,
Uh-oh.
We have. Where to?
to the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet. They...
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
Ah, I can hear them on the stairs now.
Well, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Here, Watson, what you doing?
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother, Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Got you, Wiggins.
Where is he now?
My boy.
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner. Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene.
Got you,
You're
Wiggins.
there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
I wasn't listening. Where am I going? Oh, Fate of Black Peter. A plant. Alright. Talk to... Toby.
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mock cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
Is she still over here? Do you ever go to bed? What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, where am I going? I'm going... Half Moon Street? Yeah, Half Moon Street first. Alright. be a small area. Watson. No.
Locked.
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 Okay. Going down here. It's dark. Oh.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
Oh, victims?
Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stab fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
Witnesses.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
$5 she's blind, guarantee it. Testimony?
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Shots.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
Fireworks.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course.
Details.
Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Mr. Turner's window.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
He was a liar.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Thank you. Really. Thank you. Alright. Mr. Turner, I presume? Yes, you are.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Alright, I'm up. He's bald. I don't like him already. Alright. War vet. Okay. Missing button. Poor life. And weak leg, limping. Okay. Testimony.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
It's the
Please
PTSD.
continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
That to my left. Anyone else?
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
2 distinctive shots. 2.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
Very. After the escape.
Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. Thank you. Alright. Where are you at, lady?
Mrs. Howell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
I don't like you. Testimony?
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
The shots?
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Anyone else?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
Okay. What do I got? Dark window. Turner's view. And common statement. Different shots. No. Okay. What's this? Conflicting statements. Mr. Turner stated that he remained at the window of his flat until the police arrived. However, this is a conflict with Merrow's statement. The constable did not see anyone at the window. Oh god. The issues. Can I go further down this way? Cannot. Alright. What do you want? A mirror.
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
Okay. That's interesting, actually. Did she say she was looking through the mirror? I did not really listen to anything she said.
Locked.
You're locked. You're locked, probably. Anything over here?
Locked.
No. How about you? Okay. Go back over this way. Examine the bodies in a minute. What's up with you, Wiggins?
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
Anything? Ah, get out of here. It's a rat. Kenneth Butler. He was shot in the head.
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
He did not. That's a piece of paper. Plates. Stuck object. Piece of wood. Piece of wood.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
Alright. It's broken.
This shard of wood is quite new.
Yes, it is. Okay. No. Alright. Left pocket. Key.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
His house door? His front door, maybe? I don't know.
Mr. Holmes, I had no doubt about this case, but now that you are here...
Alright. Brian Vercotti. Examine the wound.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant.
No, it was not. R.I.P.
The bullet penetrated his stomach. A dreadful wound.
Shoes. Steal them? No, you can't. Alright. The hand. Tattoo.
A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there.
Vercotti. Examine the head. He was in pain.
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
We'll be okay.
A fairly long pole with a forked end. A fairly long pole.
Okay. Didn't mean to press that. But I can do this. 2 victims, different shots. Common statement. Never mind. Okay. Nothing else looks interesting. Nothing down there. Anything else to
It
say?
would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah, you. Contradiction of statements.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
X. Contradiction?
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
They're
Allow
like,
me to form my
lying
own
scum.
theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
You peasant filth.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
Read the paper? Nope. Sleep in his bed?
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Alright, he has a limp, so it would have taken a while. He is old too, like pushing 100. Not really. Alright, fireplace. Wood? Okay. Ashes? Burnt paper? Pull it out the fire, yeah, you do that.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. These words are illegible.
Okay. What about this?
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
On my way up. He did it. Examine.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
Yes, it is. Salt shaker. okay over there? Oh. Table. Sweepings. Shredded paper. Examine.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
Okay. Look at the view.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window.
Oh, you can't see anyone's faces.
Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
We can see the dude's face. Bet you has cataract or something. Guarantee it. Just look at him.
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
No. Fireplace. Statue. Bookshelves.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here, a short while ago.
Paper from a book. Shredded it up. Threw it in the fireplace. Oh god. This is it.
A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Okay. Oh, my eyes. What are you doing? Glass paper with knife. Open the window. Approach the body. Took something. Into the fire. Alright, that's what he did. He got up from bed. Went to open window. Approached the body. Placed a broken stick. Cut papers with a knife. Then threw it into the fire. It's gonna take long. Whatever. I'm here for the enjoyment. The immersion. You did it, didn't you? Okay. Correct. Correct. Oh, I'll speed it up a little bit. Alright. Broke this thing. Oh god. Correct. Went to the bookshelf. Collected some paper. Correct. Cut the paper. And then shredded it. Or burned it. Cool. You going to jail,
Mr.
dude?
Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Books. Fat prints.
I
Okay.
can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look.
Examine.
Well now, what a find. A precious jewel concealed inside a book.
It's a thief. Examine the ram head.
A bracelet with a unique ram's head design. a distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
Okay. You scoundrel. You thief. Liar. Bet you stole the veteran pin too, didn't you? Walking to window.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
The limp.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
The whole truth.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Well, I think that. The bracelet.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then, and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man.
Yes, you did.
When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
Wow. No, Jean Valjean stole bread. He went away for 20 years, alright. 20 years. Think about that. Alright. Now what? Let's get the ancient bracelet, find out how, yep, alright. Archives. What's up, Boogans?
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, talk to her again. Still have that key that I don't really care for.
I suppose that I shall have to move my stool now.
Nothing here. Alright, going back to Baker Street. Then gonna go question, Chandler, whatever his name is. Continue. Okay. Search for bracelet. Now, what is it I'm actually looking for? Not a mysterious flat. Decorated with. Okay. No. No. History, maybe? He said something about, like, some type of timeline?
That is...
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, not medicine, not botany. Okay. Research. Not chemistry. No. 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 No.
That is
Okay. Must be 1883? No. Now the murderer, no. Rise. Abu Clea. Treasure stolen? Yeah, Hellenistic. That's it.
That is not the one I need.
Didn't you say that was Hellenistic? Fine. Ireland Bill. Blood Sunday. No. Copper Beaches. Oh, no. That's not it. Scandal. Not the Mummy.
That is
No. Okay. Let me read it. It says... nothing. Alright. I'm gonna check Encyclopedia again. Are they right?
not the one. That is
No.
that
No. It was this. These beautiful antique jewels represent a part of the Hellenistic treasures collection. Depicted are the 5 heads of mountain rams upon a bracelet, necklace, and ring, each made of pure gold. What's up, Odd? The 5 rams of Mytilene have been missing from the museum since 1885.
here it is.
Which I looked at already, right?
I need to continue my research
Yeah.
in my archives.
I'm ahead of you, Sherlock, alright? To newspaper 85. Hellenistic treasures stolen. The Hellenistic treasures were stolen yesterday evening while being transported by cab on their way from the British Museum to the Glassford Fine Art Exhibition. Pawn shop owner Kenneth Butler contacted Scotland. He stole it. Scotland Yard that night and provided information regarding a gentleman who had attempted to sell him a collection of historical arts at his pawn shop in Church Street. Which has since captured the described man, a professional thief by the name of Vincent Bally, who had been in the process of escaping London via the port. He was recognized by the surviving driver of the cab that had transported the collection of Hellenistic treasures. Vincent Foley refused to confess as to where the remainder of the treasures were hidden. He was eventually imprisoned. The lost treasures were still to be found.
Here it
Continue.
is. One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
Alright, I'm gonna go to Scotland Yard first. Talk to, Chandler. Or whatever. He's Chandler to me. Continue? I'll continue. Why not? Why not?
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton
Chapman. Or
He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
still Chandler.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Okay.
Thank you, Lestrade.